Practice on crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC and then the current price action of BTC, and then where do I think the price is heading to, at least for the short term. As you can see on the screen, I previously said by BTC breaking out next target was 6,000, right? If you go back to my YouTube channel and then you go watch this video just about this area, next target 6,100. It is a very detailed analysis about BTC breaking out to 6,000, right? That video was just about 4,419, right? You can go back and watch that video if you want, right? Very good detailed analysis. I compare BTC price action in Bitstamp and BTC price action in Binance, right? So you need to go back and watch that video in order to get a better understanding of what's going on, right? So if you can hear me, make sure to put a comment under the chat room so I can answer your question, or you can ask me anything too, right? So what we got right now for BTC on the daily time frame, it is looking extremely bullish, as I said, right? So but first of all, we're going to go back to the weekly time frame before we take a look at the lower time frame. All right, thank you, Larry. Thank you. So Larry, if you have any question, make sure to put it under the comment section, so under the chat room. All right, so what do we got right now? We're gonna take a look at the weekly time frame, right? So on the weekly time frame, let's go to Bitstamp first, because Bitstamp has a low volume, right? Bitstamp has a very low volume, but it is pretty accurate also, because it's versus the US dollar. So come on. All right, it's freezing for some reason. All right, let's take a look at Bitstamp. Oh well, Bitstamp doesn't want to show up, so but let's just stick to Binance for now. So when you take a look at the price action of BTC, we're going to start with the big time frame, right? The weekly time frame. As you remember on my previous video, right, I said like BTC has not retraced yet to 0.618, right? When you take a look at the Binance chart, right? So you take a look at Binance, right? So BTC was just about 382, right? When we got rejected, just about 5200, right? And then we still way above this area of 50 EMA. So what I'm expecting, at least for the short term, we're gonna get some sort of rejection just about this area of 50% retracement, which is just about like 5220, right? So we could start moving like sideways from 5220, but if we let's say we get enough volume, just about 5220, we could easily break this area of resistance and jump into 6,000, right? So 6,000 is the ultimate target, but let's just target first of all 52 to 56, in order to reassess our judgment. Market is pretty bullish, right? So for some reason it doesn't let me. Let's see. Okay, it's coming right now. It's good. Okay, Bitstamp. Okay, great. When you take a look at the Bitstamp chart, right? When you take a look at Bitstamp chart, hey chicken nuggets, I will take a look at XRP very quick, right? No problem. I will take a look at XRP, but BTC is pretty bullish, so we just have to focus on BTC until BTC make a flag. So I will let you know about XRP, right? Just to let you know, XRP most likely not gonna, it's just accumulating right now until BTC start going like a 1 to 2% on daily basis. 1 to 2% is even a lot, just about like 0.5% on daily basis for XRP gonna take over. I will give you a detailed analysis about XRP. Just give me some time, right? I'm preparing that video. So when you take a look at the price action on Bitstamp, right? So we got a nice pullback just about this area of a you know, let's take a look at it, right? So now we got a pullback just about this area of 0.618, right? So you can see like you know, on Bitstamp, BTC is trying to push to 0.786, right? As I said on my previous video, right? Now we're pushing to 0.786 on the weekly time frame. So most likely we're not gonna get to 6,000 before Sunday. I don't think we will, but it's not gonna be healthy. Let's just acknowledge, right? If BTC moved to 6,000 before Sunday, it's gonna be very ugly. I just have to acknowledge it, right? We just wanna, you know, make a nice divergence before Sunday, and then all of a sudden on Sunday, Monday, or even like Wednesday, we can push higher. But I wouldn't like be comfortable if BTC like pushes to 6,000 before Sunday. It's gonna be a very aggressive, and then the downtrend gonna be very, very ugly, right? So the downtrend gonna be very ugly if, like, let's say BTC get to 6,000 today before Sunday. It's not gonna be ugly. All right, where did I learn how to do a chart? I just learned how to do chart on YouTube basically, and then also watching Intro to Cryptos. I'm gonna put a link of Intro to Crypto under the description video. He does charting differently. He does charting like with bottom formation. So the way he reads the bottom formation has helped me a lot also to be more comfortable and find my own edge. So basically, but I don't do bottom formation, but he does it well. But it kind of gives me confidence of reading the market, and then you know, stuff like that. I also learned how to do it from Phil AION. Like I used to watch like Phil AION a lot, but Phil AION is kind of very, very technical. He's a very smart guy. So, but he liked to use Elliott wave and Fib retracement. But I'm very comfortable with Elliott waves, but I just like to find my own edge and, like, you know, use something I'm comfortable with. That's how I learn how to do charts. But I still have a lot to learn. I just like to use these patterns, because sometimes crypto, you got to think about it. Crypto is one basket, right? You cannot like look at crypto as different basket. All the crypto assets, you got to, you know, take a look at them as one basket. You know, sometimes you might be looking at Bitcoin, but the pattern you need for Bitcoin to break out is not in Bitcoin. So for instance, the pattern, how I knew like Bitcoin going to break out, I got that pattern from ADA, right? ADA made the same right formation, you know, 3 down, 3 up, a 1-to-1 extension, and Bitcoin did the same thing. I've been saying it like since February, right? Bitcoin going to break out, and you know, we're going to go to 51 to 53. By the time people realize, like, you know, we're breaking out, it's going to be too late. I said it like on the 24th of March. So you know, it is pretty incredible. So let's go ahead and take a look at the lower time frame, right? Let's go to Binance. Okay. Hey Andrea, thank you for watching. I will make a video about like how to read this pattern, you know, and then you know, I'm not comfortable like on you know, doing videos on Elliott waves, because you know, the way I read the market and then the way you know, people read the market is kind of different. But I will make a detailed video about like how to read these patterns, right? Like not even like Elliott wave, just your fibs, your RSI, you know, and your moving average, not Elliott waves, right? So, but you know, I will make a very detailed video just about these indicators, and then once I, you know, get that done, we're gonna talk about Elliott waves, right? So, hey Andrea, thank you. So when you take a look at the let's say the daily time frame, right? On the daily time frame, you know, we can say like we got some we could be getting some serious challenge very soon, right? So when you take a look at the RSI is already overextended like 87, but I'm still comfortable with the RSI of 90, because I think like we got to 90 at some point, 89.5. So we got back to 87, 88, right? So it is pretty good. So it is pretty good. 87 is pretty good. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. 87 is not bad. nice crossover. You know, the next target for you know, area of resistance, we don't have any resistance. It's just about this area of 56. So I say like we're gonna, you know, try to challenge 50% pullback, and then this area of 5600, right? So it is going to be the same area. We're gonna get some rejection. Most people are gonna be shorting Bitcoin just about this area, but I wouldn't be worried about it, right? Because we're gonna need some pullback. Definitely, the RSI is pretty overextended. So a pullback to this area again, like let's say once we get to 56. Let's say we pull back like to 54 to like 52, you know, that way the RSI gonna come back down just about this area of 60. You know, we won't be getting any divergence. Hopefully 60 is pretty bullish on the RSI, right? And then you're gonna get your trend line. You got to keep that in mind, right? This trend line is, you know, let's say it is pretty aggressive. So at some point we're gonna have to decline, right? This trend line has to, this slope has to decline. So Bitcoin has to come back down, right? Very shortly. It has to. It cannot keep going up like to 10K from this point. It's not gonna be healthy. You know, I want BTC to get to 10K, but you know, it has to be a smooth, you know, uptrend, right? Smooth uptrend, not like a 25% move in one day, and then all of a sudden we're gonna see a 3K again. It's not gonna be healthy. HoloChain doesn't have like enough history. Let's go ahead and take a look at Holo. Guys, if you want to ask me any coin, you can put it underneath, right? I will take a look at XRP also. HoloChain, Holo BTC on Binance. When you take a look at HoloChain, I was taking a look at HoloChain the other day, but it has like a too small bull market. So when you go back to BTC, like a price action back in the 2013 to 2011, that's the same pattern HoloChain is making. And that's the same pattern Binance also made. Like I'm gonna show you about Binance, BNB coin, right? That's the same exact pattern. But we're just gonna have to wait and see to see, like, since BTC is pretty bullish, if HoloChain can come back down to this area, right? BTC is pretty bullish, right? So if HoloChain will be able to come back down to 18 sats, 0.786, because we got a big support just about this area of 0.618, right? So I wouldn't be, I mean, it's not a financial advice, but I would be, you know, huddling like a HoloChain, since like a 0.618 is holding strong. But you know, we could be getting a better support just about this area of 0.786, right? 0.618 is holding strong, but we're just gonna have to wait and see if we're gonna be able to get to a 786. In either way, Bitcoin is pretty strong. So if BTC is pretty strong, like whether you hold any altcoin or not, is you still, your dollar value is still going to be going up. It's just like how low your BTC value going to be going down, right? That's the only difference. So basically the best time, like the best thing to do right now is to focus on BTC until BTC like make a flag. Once BTC make a flag, then you decide which altcoin you want to bet on, basically. I don't know if you understand what I said or not, so what I'm saying or not. So yeah, I will take a look at Zcash also. XRP, what can you tell us about Holo, Zcash? Yeah, Phil Akon is the best. He's pretty good, man. I like Phil Akon a lot. So I started watching him like back in I think like June, July, I can't remember, but back in late mid 17, right? So if you watch him, you're gonna learn a lot. It's just like he talk pretty fast, and then you gotta be practicing a lot in order to follow his methodology. But he's extremely good. Like, he's the best. That's correct. Let me take a look at Zcash, right? So Zcash. Happening Z on Binance. Okay, Zcash. I made a special video about Zcash being extremely bullish. Zcash, I said it's gonna get a big recovery, right? So you can see, like, since I made that video, Zcash is almost up versus BTC. Like, let's see, like 25% up since I made that video, right? So I don't look at Zcash price in dollar. You know, sometimes when you look at like these coins on their dollar value, you're never gonna buy them. For instance, if you look at Litecoin, like when Litecoin was $22, you didn't buy it, and then you look at the price of Litecoin, it's like almost $100. You're most likely not gonna buy it until Litecoin get like to $800. So you better like buy these coins based on their BTC value. That's gonna give you it's gonna give you like a better psychology. I don't know how to say it, but you know, it's gonna, you know, your psychology, like the way you're gonna be thinking about the price in dollar, and then the way you're gonna be thinking the price in BTC value is gonna be different. So, and then at the same time, you're gonna gain a lot of BTC value. So when you take a look at the Zcash, it's up like 25% versus BTC. Like, you know, let's see. Currently, it's only up 12%, right? But it was up like 25% versus BTC, right? So, but it, you know, we got a bigger pullback since BTC is pretty bullish. So, but you know, we got a big rejection from this area of you know, let's see, 50 EMA, right? We got a pullback, just about 50% pullback. Now BTC is pretty bullish. I wouldn't be like I'm not concerned about this you know, Zcash pullback. We got a big support just about this area of 50 EMA. So, and then you can see like we got a big reversal also, you know, and then, you know, the 50 EMA is supporting the price. So, you know, BTC has to cool down for any of these alt to unlike, like, you know, even Ethereum cannot go up, right, versus BTC. So BTC has to cool down at 56 to 6,000 for these altcoins to make a big run. Otherwise, they're going to just be moving sideways, right? So they're going to be moving sideways, right? And then you're still going to keep your BTC value, right? You know, and at the same time, BTC is going up, and then your dollar value going to be going up, right? So in either cases, right, you're not losing anything. You know, you're just wishing BTC to keep going up to 6,000 and make a nice flag. Now, you know, make this type of flag just like that, right? For like a week or 2 weeks, and then all these altcoins, they're gonna go like a 2x, 3x, right? So, all right. Next question, Zcash. Alicia Hernandez from Texas. Yeah, BTC definitely is setting up a for XRP success. I mean, you just want BTC to do well, so XRP are gonna take all, you know, all that volume, and then all of a sudden you're gonna see a, you know, 3 to 5x XRP. I still believe XRP gonna go to $20 at least, right? I said it since December. You know, you gotta go back to my early videos back in December, right? So when I was calling for 5,700 BTC, it was like back in December. You know, when I was calling for like a $57 Litecoin, it was back in December. So it, you know, like it wasn't even like, you know, February. Yes, we got a big pullback, you know, early January. So it kind of like a, you know, throw me off a little bit, but you know, I just got back to my initial targets. So let's take a look at XRP. XRP BTC. What's up, KW? I'm gonna take a look at XRP. Let's take a look at the weekly chart, because XRP, if you just focus on the daily time frame, you know, you're gonna miss out the next rally, definitely. And it is pretty incredible how XRP and Litecoin looks like. They look like, right? I'm gonna show you the difference between not the difference, but the similarity between XRP and Litecoin, right? So it is gonna amaze you. So when you take a look at XRP, right, a nice inverted head and shoulder. I keep saying it, most people are not paying attention. When BTC was just about this area, I say BTC gonna go to 5,700. Most people weren't paying attention. So you got your right shoulder, right? Nice right shoulder, right? And then a falling wedge. It is pretty bullish, right? You don't most likely see this type of pattern like you know, in crypto, right? You got your beautiful right shoulder, a falling wedge below this area of a 50 EMA on the weekly time frame. You remember back in March and early March, I said like most crypto are gonna be moving above the area of a 50 EMA, above the area of 100 EMA on the daily time frame. But XRP is moving below its area of 50 EMA. It is pretty powerful, right? It is moving below its area of 50 EMA. Our side is, you know, getting weaker and weaker. It's okay. It's not end of the world, right? We just got to support just about this area. Let's take a look at it. We got to, you know, we got to an area of support. Both our side and price got to an area of support. So, which is 6,500 to 6,000. If you've been watching me, you know I said like XRP gonna get back to this area. Most likely, could, not most likely, but could, right? I wasn't sure, but you know I had a target of 6,500 to, you know, to 7,000. Right now we got a big support just about this area. So what I'm waiting for XRP to do, I'm just waiting for Bitcoin to hit 56 to 6,000, right? And then I'm gonna update XRP price, and then we're gonna talk about how XRP gonna get back to this area with a 3 up, you know, a possible 3 up to the neckline, a sideways correction just like that, right? It's not going to be a 1 week, you know, a 1 week push to the upside. Remember back in September 2018, XRP made like a big push to the upside. It was just like a 1 week, like 4 or 5 days to the upside. This one going to be like at least like 3 to 30 days push to the upside. So it's going to be a nice pattern. It's not going to be it's going to be a nice run up, just like a Litecoin, a nice beautiful run up to the upside. And then we're going to, you know, challenge this area of previous high, not even like May high, right? But you know, we're going to challenge like December 2017 high. So you're looking at like XRP going versus BTC like almost 200%, right? So that's the reason you want to like keep an eye on BTC. So the highest BTC can go, that's the best for XRP. Because if XRP goes like, let's say BTC goes to like BTC goes get like to 6,000, 7,000, and XRP goes like 200% versus BTC after BTC get to like 7,000, right? That's pretty good on the dollar value versus XRP, right? XRP dollar value gonna be great, right? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying or not, but you just want BTC to do well, and then, you know, it's setting up XRP to you know, take over very shortly. But I'm gonna prepare a nice video just for XRP, right? Let's go ahead and compare XRP and then Litecoin. I think Bitfinex. You see, I never showed you guys this pattern, right? But I've been keeping an eye on Litecoin like for the longest, but I never talk about this inverted head and shoulder. It is XRP is making, when I say XRP is going to back to all-time high, I got a reason. You take a look at Litecoin on Bitfinex, nice inverted head and shoulder, moving back to this area of this area of neckline, right? So it's going to be a double right shoulder. So it is going to be very powerful, right? So you take a look at this left and right shoulder on the weekly time frame, same pattern as you know, XRP, same exact pattern. XRP is making this move just about this area, right? So XRP is back to this area, exact same pattern on the right shoulder. So I don't know if you guys paying attention or not, but go back and go on Bitfinex, and then you take a look at the Litecoin pattern, this left and right shoulder. So XRP is just about this area. So as soon as BTC here cools down, XRP gonna make a big run. So XRP gonna make a big run. But you take a look at Litecoin also, you know, it has a nice bottom formation just about this area of on the R side, right? So beautiful bottom formation. Tron is making the same bottom formation also, right? But Tron, you know, pushed to the upside and came back down. So but we're just gonna have to wait and see. Litecoin is pretty bullish, so just wait for Litecoin to get back to this area of you know, February 2018 high. So we broke October high, now we're back to May high. I said it, man, I said it back in January. All these coins, they're gonna go back to their October high. Litecoin is already at May high, April high, right, versus BTC. So next target is just about like, you know, March high, and then we're gonna get back to 2018 December 2017 high. So it's not going to be all-time high, but it's going to be like at least all-time high the last, you know, 2 years. So all right, guys. Do I see resistance at the 5250 BTC? Let's go back BTC on Binance. Like I said, next target is just 6,000 until like, it doesn't matter. We're gonna get resistance on every dollar, but the ultimate target is 6,000. You know, it doesn't matter like whether we get stopped at let's say 5200, 5250. The ultimate target is 56 and then 6,000. Like, let's say we don't get like to 6,000. I'm gonna reassess my judgment, and then we're gonna see like why we couldn't get to 5200. I mean 5600. But the RSI is looking beautiful. You take a look at the RSI, like the RSI is in our favor. You take a look at the RSI. The RSI is making double tap, right? Can you see the RSI? It is making a double tap. But the price, right? When we go back to price, let's say we go back, the price is making lower high. So it is pretty incredible, right? Most people are gonna get crushed very soon, right? So the price is making opposite of what the RSI is doing, like this. The price is making lower high, but the RSI is making, you know, it's not even making like lower high. It's just making a double top. So basically now the price is in control. I don't know how can I explain it, but it's just the way I look at the market, right? Now the price is in control, right? So RSI has to go higher, right? Just like that. It has to go higher now, right? And make this, and then price gonna change its direction just like that, right? Price gonna change the direction very shortly. So but we're just gonna have to wait and see you know, if we are gonna be able to break this area very shortly, and then we're gonna reassess that. But it is looking nice. BTC is looking nice, right? A nice flag, right? I talked about this flag. You know, BTC gonna be either making this type of flag. I don't know if you've been watching my videos or not. I say it's gonna make this a, you know, beautiful flag. This flag is more bullish, right? Or BTC gonna be making this type of flag, right? And that's exactly what BTC is making, right? So BTC is making this type of flag just like that, right? I would love to see BTC makes this type of flag because it's more bullish. But so this uptrend might be like very slow, but if like BTC made this type of flag, we could be easily getting like a 1-to-1 extension, a very powerful move to the upside. But this one can be you know, can be very challenging, so we have to watch it very carefully. Let's go ahead and take a look at the volume, right? Volume is pretty interesting also. Volume. Yeah, BTC wants to explode. It will. No worries, man. We've been talking. If you've been following me since you know, January, February, you know, I said BTC gonna surprise everyone. So make sure you go to my channel and then you watch that BTC playlist. I have a BTC Bitcoin price update playlist, Send Crypto. Make sure you go and watch it. It is gonna give you like, you know, all you need to know about this since like February, right? So very detailed. Most of those videos are just like a 3-5 minutes, very detailed 3 to 4 minutes videos. So you just have to go and watch it. So you take a look at the volume. You know, as I mentioned previously about volume, right? Take a look at the volume. guys, sometimes I have to stop, and if you don't hear me, it's just because I'm stopping to read the comments, right? So I can answer your questions. You take a look at the volume, right? I said it, volume, people look at volume as a linear fashion, right? They say, oh, volume has to go up, right? As soon as volume decrease, they say, oh, volume is decreasing, the dump is coming, right? That's how they read it. They read the market in linear fashion. Everything has to be linear for them. It doesn't have to be that way, right? I mean, of course it doesn't have to be that way, but sometimes things are linear, but not all the time. So you take a look at the volume, just about this area. I said it, BTC, you have to go back and watch that playlist, because sometimes, you know, I don't want to repeat myself, but I have to this time. I said BTC gonna come up with a big volume just about this area, right? And then what's next? After we get this volume, we're gonna get a new segment, right? This segment gonna have a small volume. Let's see. This segment gonna have a small volume, just like that, right? That's what we're getting right now, right? All of a sudden we're gonna get another big segment. So we're waiting for this segment, right? This volume. So you want this volume either to match the previous volume, or it has to beat the previous segment, right? That's all you're looking for. That's all you need. You don't need anything else. You cannot like say, oh, BTC has to go up, all of, you know. You just want, you know, this volume profile, the next volume profile, to push the price up, to break this area. That's all you need. That's your area of resistance. That's all you're looking for, right? That's all you need. It doesn't have to match this area, because this area was a new segment. It was a segment on its own. But if it matches it, it's okay. Now it could match it like that, but you just want it to break this area of resistance. That's your area of resistance. That's how I look at the market. I mean, it works well for me. If you have another way of looking at the market, let me know so I can take a look at it. Maybe it's going to be beneficial, but that's just the way I look at the market. And I said it on the 24th of March, a week before BTC breakout. Everybody was calling for a low volume. I told you guys the volume going to be coming in, because this whole area is just a right shoulder formation. The volume has to decrease, because it's no uptrend, right? This uptrend is just nothing. It's just moving sideways. I said it. Just about this area, 39.50. I say BTC going to get rejection from the 50 MA. A push to the downside, sideways correction, 5 to 7 days, a push to the upside, fake out, push to the upside. It's like, you know, I said it like 45 days before it, you know, everything, you know, before you guys like see this breakout, right? T-Shanat, divergence, volume dropping, price rising, equal to bullish. Okay. All right. Hey Rob, Larry, hey Sunny Singh. You can feel in the chart that crypto was too manipulated and price and manipulated and wants to go higher. Okay, I mean, I just try to stick to the chart, man. I mean, if you want to like say like crypto is manipulated and all of that, you're not gonna stay, you know, you're not gonna stay focused, right? You just want to stay focused, and then if you're wrong, you assess your judgment. That's all. It's not about being wrong, like Doug say. I don't know if you guys know Doug, but intro to crypto, he always say like it's not about being right or wrong. It's about like you know, it's about like keeping your assets, basically not losing your money. So let the chart do the work. So it's not about being right or wrong. Whether I call this left and right shoulder, price moving to the upside, you know, it could go down to the downside, but I would be like still buying BTC. So, you know, it's not about being right or wrong. It's just about, you know, saving your money, right? So not saving your money, but not losing your money. So all right, from Canada, Spencer. What's up, bro? Thank you for helping me. I can't wait to get rich. It is not a financial advice, man. So just spend some time, learn how to do TA. You know, you got great people on YouTube, you know, you can learn from. So You know, feel AION is good. Intro to crypto is very good also. You know, you can I'm not selling any course, so I'm just doing this for fun. Instead of playing video games, I can you know, have fun. So it's not, I'm not selling you any course, right? So it is just for fun. It's not for entertainment purposes either, right? I'm not trying to entertain you guys. It is for real. It's not entertainment. So if you want to entertain yourself, you know, you don't want to entertain yourself with you know, buying and selling. It's very dangerous, but it is for real. Which altcoin am I accumulating right now? I'm accumulating NEO, man. You take a look at the price action of NEO versus BTC, and also like in comparison to Litecoin. NEO is extremely like undervalued, right? I could see like NEO at least $20 to $25 before end of the spring. Because you gotta think about it, like NEO is 1/7 of Litecoin. It's incredibly like it's very low, man. I'm accumulating NEO and I'm accumulating ICX. So I think like ICX should be at least like the same price of Ontology, or at least like 1/10 of NEO. So you gotta keep in mind, like, you know, crypto is like one basket. You cannot just compare them like you can just like say, oh, this coin is going up, this coin is going down. No, if one coin goes up, you know, another coin will be going down. But how, you know, how low that coin gonna go, that coin going to be going, that's a big question, right? So I'm accumulating NEO, man. NEO, nice formation. It's not doing anything. It's only at the, let's say, at November high, right? So I'm expecting NEO at least versus BTC to get like to October high or September high, just about this area. So which is just another 30% move to the upside versus BTC. So if BTC get to 6,000, you can expect like NEO to get like $20, $22. So how old am I? Do you mind doing a Verge chart? I will take a look at Verge. And make sure to if you have any questions, make sure to you know, put it under the comment section. So let me see why XRP don't move. I already talked about XRP, but I'll give it a shot again. Yeah, Steve and Intro to Crypto. I watch Steve sometime, but I'm more familiar with Intro to Crypto. I watch Intro to Crypto like almost every day. So me and Intro to Crypto, sometimes we get like a different view. Sometimes we get the same view. But when me and Intro to Crypto was calling like a $53,000 to $6,000 BTC, that was like BTC was like 3,400, man. And but he believes like BTC gonna be making this move to the upside and then come back down. That's where I disagree with him. Okay, he believes like we're gonna be making some new lows, right? BTC gonna go up and then come back down to like below 3K. So, but sometimes you have to disagree in order to learn. You just cannot follow everybody and believe like what they say is gonna be correct, right? So let's say I disagree with him, so and then he's right. I'm just gonna learn from their tactic, right? Why he said it, and then I'm just gonna go back and assess my judgment, right? Reassess my judgment. That's it. It's nothing personal. So do you mind XVG? I will take a look at XVG. ICX is very exciting these days, but I can't find a good exchange other than Binance to buy. Yeah, ICX is gonna do good, man. It's gonna do well. I don't have a lot of ICX, just couple ICX, but Neos and gas. Let's take a look at XVG, Verge, right? We're also going to take a look at gas. Gas is pretty interesting, so keep an eye on gas. I keep saying in the last 2 weeks, gas is just ready to make a very aggressive move to the upside. I believe so. I believe gas will, but we're just going to have to wait and see. You take a look at Verge. Verge is Verge got the same pattern with a dash, so same bottom formation, just about like late November, a double top, came back down to this area of 0.618, so same exact move. Sometimes you just look at the chart, you never see the chart. Like I basically don't look at Verge that much, but you know, you just take a look at Verge, same formation as Dash, ZILLIQA, NEBLIO, Tron, which one else? I think NAVCOIN is making the same move with ICX. But you know, basically, you know, these are, you know, Verge, Dash, ZILLIQA, Tron. I have to look at the list again, right? So, but Verge, you know, got a big support just about this area of 0.786. It pushed to the upside, came back down to this area of 0.618. So it is holding pretty strong. So what I'm just looking for Verge to do to move above this area of 100 EMA very shortly, right? So I'm looking for Verge to move above this area of 100 EMA. So you would be looking at, let's see, just about another 20% versus BTC, right? But BTC has to cool down, man. If BTC is strong, none of these altcoins not gonna do anything. It's nothing you can do, right? Nothing you and I can do. We just have to watch and monitor BTC very carefully. Man, you just sold your car and put it all on NEO. I wouldn't sell my car and put it in NEO at least, right? But I would just be accumulating. It's not a financial advice, but I'm just accumulating. I'm not in rush. I know NEO gonna be. It doesn't make any sense. NEO and Ontology having the same market cap. I don't know if you guys paying attention. And also like NEO is 1/4 or one is half of BNB. BNB is almost $20. NEO is like, you know, about $13. So it's almost half, right? It doesn't make any sense. Something big is coming for NEO. I'm not pumping NEO. Like I don't even have like a lot of NEOs to pump, right? So it's not like, you know, I got some NEOs to pump. So ZILLIQA and Alex. Can you please tell me why XRP don't move? Sorry. Thank you very much. Okay. I don't know why XRP doesn't move. I'm just looking at the chart, and let's go back to XRP. I know you guys love XRP. The topic's supposed to be about BTC, but people love XRP. So let's go back to the weekly chart. I just talked about XRP shortly. Let's see again. All right, I'm gonna try Alex. It's not much to say about XRP, man. We got to an area of a great support, right? We got to this area of support. All right. Like I said, if XRP decide to be bearish, it's gonna get to this area of support, which is 6,500 to 7,000. So this area gonna be very strong. I just compare XRP versus Litecoin, right? So if you want, I can go back to it. If you guys want me to compare it again, let me know. So I don't want to sound, you know, redundant, but XRP got to this area of support, which is just about 6,500 to 7,000, right? And then volume is increasing, so it is a pretty good thing, right? The selling pressure is increasing on the weekly time frame, right, on our Binance. So it is a very good sign, right? So you could be expecting, like, it is a good sign also for BTC to keep going up as XRP is going down, until like start seeing like the volume decreasing, right? And wait for the weekly volume, right? Excuse me. Wait for the weekly volume. Don't look at crypto now in like a daily time frame. Look at them in a weekly time frame, because market is pretty bullish. Wait for the first weekly big volume, like the weekly big volume. The first weekly big volume has to break this area. Let me show you this area of consistency. Just about this area, it is pretty consistent. So I want to see the first bullish candle, right? The first buying pressure to break this area of resistance on XRP, right? That's what I'm looking for, at least for the short term. So pay clear attention, right? As soon as you see like the first bullish candle with a big volume to break this area with a 1.2 billion to 1.8 billion. Be ready for something big. Be ready for something big, man. Be ready for something big. I keep saying it, man. XRP gonna do well this year. So XRP went up 500, you know, 500. I mean, not 500, but 500, yeah, 500x in 2017. So, and it's nothing for XRP to go, you know, 5x, 6x to $1.50 to $1.20 to $1.50. It's not a financial advice, but I think XRP gonna do well. So I think XRP gonna do well. You know, an inverted head and shoulder, a rejection, coming back, test the low of this right shoulder, just like Litecoin. LTC, BTC, Bitstamp, weekly chart. Take a look at the Litecoin, you know, and go to my trading view. You know, under the description of my videos, you can follow my trading view. I had this like right shoulder formation of Litecoin, right? Litecoin is doing well. Look at it. Inverted head and shoulder, a push to the downside, came back, retest this area of the low of the right shoulder, right? Look at how Litecoin is doing now. You know, it's almost like 150% up versus BTC, right? Almost 200% up versus BTC. You know, most likely XRP gonna, you know, even go higher than that, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And let's go back and talk about BTC, because I think it should be the main topic. And how about EVX? EVX. I will take a look at it. I don't know EVX, but I can take a look at it. I try to focus in like a top 100 coins until market, like, you know, get a correct reversal. So take a look at the weekly chart, guys. You know, as I was saying, we're gonna most likely get like a, you know, 400,000 trading volume. You take a look at this trading volume. It's now bigger than this, you know, the most recent high trading volume. So it is pretty incredible. So, but on Monday, like we have to, you know, remain very calm on Monday and then see, you know, how BTC gonna be performing. So, but I don't think we're gonna break 5,600 before Sunday. It's just my personal opinion, and then what the chart is telling me. I don't think we're gonna break 5,600 before Sunday. But as soon as the weekly candle closes on Sunday, you know, it's gonna be very volatile. It is going to be very volatile. So do I like more for April? Do you like more XRP or ADA? I mean, I think it's a 50-50. You know, I think I said it on before ADA breakout. ADA was moving faster than XRP. So, and it is moving faster than XRP. And usually, like, if you pay attention to the market, ADA doesn't move until XRP moves. So if you've been following the market at least since October 2017, ADAs and XLM, they only move together with XRP. Now it's like they got, you know, their own way of, you know, you know, finding their bullishness. But XRP still like moving to the downside. So going back to BTC, let's go ahead to the lower time frame. It is also quite interesting, like the 2-hour time frame. Let's go take a look at the 2-hour time frame. When you take a look at the 2-hour time frame, right, it is the same, this area, just about this area. You can see how volume is increasing on the 2-hour time frame, right? So people are just sleeping, man. You take a look at the 2-hour time frame, right, for BTC. All right, make sure to hit the like button if you like the content. You know, you don't have to, but if you find the content useful, you can hit the like. But you take a look at this formation, right? Does it look familiar, right? So does it look familiar, this formation? It's the same formation with the right shoulder formation. So just look at this formation, right? I'm gonna go to the daily time frame, right? So you take a look at it. Now we go to the daily time frame. That's the same exact formation when you take a look at the daily time frame. So look at this formation just about here, right? But what happened after we broke this area of the previous high on the daily time frame? We made a one-to-one extension. But let's go back to the 2-hour time frame. When you go back to the 2-hour time frame, right, you see how similar they are, right? But the big question is, what type of extension are we going to make if you, let's say we break this area? And then if we break this area, right, I'm looking for this big push to the upside, right? This big push to the upside right here, right? I'm looking for the extension of this move on the 2-hour time frame, right? It's just pattern, no Elliott waves, just pattern. So that'll take you almost like to 5,800. If you want to be conservative, you know, you put it just about this current price of the area. It takes you like to 5,800. So it is I saw this pattern as not we dropped to the downside. I even like commented on this pattern on Bitcoin trading. It's the other Doug channel, right? I forgot the name of it. I think Bitcoin trading something. I said like there's a 2-hour time frame. It seems like Bitcoin gonna be making the same pattern it made on the daily time frame, and that's exactly what it did, right? You see this pattern right here. You go to the daily time frame. You got the same pattern, same exact pattern on the daily time frame. And do you think like it's a coincidence BTC making the same pattern, like, you know, on the 2-hour time frame and then on the daily time frame? I don't think so, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And then you see the volume, how the volume is increasing on the daily time frame the last three days, right? This area, right? This area, you see the last this big volume, right? You go on the 2-hour time frame, you're gonna see the same pattern, same exact pattern, same exact pattern. Remember guys, I'm not even talking about any Elliott waves, so it's only patterns, right? So take a look at the volume, just about same exact volume, right? Same exact volume before BTC breakout. Not same volume, but same, you know, same type of volume, right? So let me remove this. I hate these signs, just about this plus minus. Sometimes it just pisses you off. I hope like a trading view could remove that and put it like underneath, so it's not gonna be in the middle of the chart. But you take a look at this. There's a volume just about this area. I hope you guys can see it. Same exact pattern on the 2-hour time frame also. So, and what happened next? Let's see. Bitcoin Google search is trending fast, right? Yeah. You see, all of a sudden we got a big push to the upside. So we could be expecting like a big volume on the daily time frame, on the 2-hour time frame to push the price to the upside. But we're just gonna have to wait and see, because you gotta remember, right? You're playing with the smartest person in the world, so. They way smarter than you and I, so they know exactly what they're doing. So we just trying to entertain ourselves and then take advantage, and not take advantage, but have some fun. And you are trading with like the smartest person in the world, so you cannot outsmart them. You just find pattern and see what's work for you. But you're never gonna outsmart those people. They playing with some millions of dollars, so we playing with like $20 and $50. So yes, FOMO is coming. Most people are gonna FOMO as soon as we break this neckline. I mean, not neckline. This 52.75. It's gonna be a lot of FOMO, man. Like, it's gonna be a lot of FOMO. And then you know, just keep an eye on altcoins. As soon as BTC may, you know, get to this area of 6,000 or 58 to 6,100, keep an eye on the altcoin. So keep an eye on the altcoin. Volume is decreasing, price is going up. Just wait for the next segment, like I always say, right? I always say like this segment we're gonna get this type of segment, right here. We're gonna get this type of segment, right? All right. You're gonna get this type of segment, and this segment, it doesn't have to be bigger than this segment. It's just a new volume coming in, and then it's gonna push the price to the upside, right? So just like that. And you can see just about this area, the volume in here, right, is bigger than the volume in here, but the price got back to the same area, right? And then with lesser volume, right? Get back to the same area with lesser volume. So, and then the volume we got to this area is bigger than this volume, right? And then the price broke the neckline. So just expect like a, you know, a big volume. Hopefully it's gonna be a buying pressure. If it is a buying pressure, we're easily gonna break a you know, 52 to 56 very shortly, and then retest back 52. But if it like, let's say we get a selling pressure, right? I said it like 4703 gonna be a big support, right? 4703 gonna be a big support. You guys not even asking about Trololo. So let me know if you guys want me to talk about Trololo very quick, because you know, I'm about to so if you wanna talk about Trololo, you can let me know, so I can show you about Trololo, how now I'm talking about all-time high versus BTC, so not all-time high versus a dollar. But all-time high versus a dollar gonna come soon, but versus BTC is more sure. Hello. Trololo. Okay, Trololo, right? We have to go to a BTC USDT. USD on Bitstamp, right? Guys, make sure to hit the thumbs up, right? So you can support the channel. You're not paying me anything, so it's just for free. I'm using my free time, right? So make sure to hit the like, so you know, just to support my effort. So we have to take a look at Trololo. So let's just remove everything. Go to remember, when you go on Bitstamp, when you take a look at the Trololo, make sure to use the weekly chart, right? At least don't use it on Binance. So make sure to go on the weekly chart. It's going to be more accurate, because the Trololo is moving I will take a look at VChain. The Trololo is moving 1.13% per week, right? So you go to indicator, and then you can just type Trololo, right, if you don't know how to find it. So it's just about right here, right? It has 17 likes, guys. You gotta go and like it, man. It deserves more attention than 17 people watching it. So you take a look at the Trololo chart, right? It is moving at a rate of 1.13%, and every time BTC get back to this area of a Trololo trend line, let's say the week of December 15 or December 12, right? Let's see. The week of December, I think December 10th, right? The Trololo trend line was at 3262, right? You have to look at the screen right here. So the Trololo line was at 3264, right? And then BTC found low at a 3122. What happened next? BTC went up like 30% to the upside, right? So, and then we come back down to this area of let's see, I think it was like March, not March, but it was February 4th, right? And then a BTC found low at a 33.28, and Trololo line was just about like 35.86. BTC was below the trend line, but look at what happened. We made it like a big surge to the upside. And then you take a look at the week of the 24th, right? Let's say 25th of March. I made a video update. I said I want to see what type of reaction BTC gonna get once BTC get as close as possible to the Trololo trend line. So BTC found low at let's say 38.50, and then the Chololo line was at 38.83. So look at what we got. We got like 1,000 point move to the upside, guys. So most people are not paying attention to the Chololo trend line. So I've been paying attention to the Chololo trend line since, you know, last year, but I was just waiting for BTC to get as close as possible to this trend line. So, and then if you go back like to, if you go back to like 2017, not 2017, but 2018, right? You go back to 2018, you take a look at the Chololo line, just about this area, the week of August 15, you know, Chololo was like 174, and then BTC found low at like 198. So very close to that line. Every time BTC gets very close to that line, it get like a very explosive response. So, and then this line was created like back in 2013, 2015, and most people like was waiting for BTC to get like the 20K back then. Like, you know, it is very accurate, man. I mean, I trust the trend line and I'm following it. So you don't have to follow it, but I trust it, and I don't believe like BTC is gonna be trading below this trend line more than 5%. It has not been trading below this trend line for more than 5% for like a, you know, the last 7-8 years, right? Since like 2011 or so, right? You know, so it's not going to be trading more than 5% below this trend line, and this trend line is moving like at a rate of a 1.13%, right? 113, right? 1.13% per week. So next week target for the Chololo trend line is just about 39.71, something like that. So the current week price is just about 39.27. So 1.13% of that is going to be at 39.71, right? So, and I say BTC is going to be at least closing above, you know, 3% above that trend line, which would be like a 4,100. And then we're going to be closing above 5,000 hopefully this week. So. I'm not familiar with that harmonic bar pattern. I'm gonna take a look at it. So, but XRP is pretty bullish. DigiByte, DGB. All right. DigiByte. DigiByte on the weekly chart, DigiByte is making a flag, guys. You know, it's pulling back. It's a good sign. So a big push to that's a weekly chart. So it is pretty beautiful, right, on the weekly time frame. So I don't own any DigiByte, so. But on the weekly time frame, BTC is pretty bullish. So DigiByte has to cool down at least for the short term, and then we're gonna see where it's gonna go. But let's go ahead and take a look at the daily time frame. It's gonna give us more details. I haven't seen any pattern that look like DigiByte, so I haven't seen any. So it's pretty special. I have to take a look at it then. Yeah, I haven't seen any pattern looking like a DigiByte, to be honest. So, I haven't seen any pattern, man. Like, this pattern is pretty unique. So let's take a look at the RSI. RSI, not stochastic. When you take a look at the RSI, it's almost like getting to this area of 30. It's the current RSI is just about like the current level of RSI is just about 42. So you could expect like a sideways correction. And then if you take a look at the fib retracement, let's take a look at the fib. It's probably almost at a, you know, it's at just about like 0.618. So it is holding pretty strong, and most likely, you know, it's going to retest this area of 0.618 very shortly, because BTC is pretty bullish. So it doesn't matter, like, you know, what coin you're holding. BTC gonna, if BTC is bullish, most of your alt gonna go down. So it is just the way it is, right? So I would be waiting for at least digibyte to retest this area, right, of 0.786. It doesn't have to be a 3 to 4 days. It could be like a very short week, a very sharp week, like for a very short time. It just like push to the downside and then move back up. So, but I haven't seen like any pattern just like digibyte. Maybe it's something big coming for digibyte, but I haven't seen like any pattern that, you know, look like digibyte, at least for the short term. I have to do more search on a digibyte pattern, because it doesn't look like any altcoins that I know, at least, right, that I watch, because it's not on my list of a watch list. So I'm not familiar with the chart. EVX. All right, EVX, a pretty big move to the upside. So, whoa, yeah, EVX was pretty big. Went up, let me see, it went up almost 500% versus BTC. So most likely people are going to be taking profit. So if I were to trade, it's not a financial advice, but if I were to trade EVX, I would be waiting for to cool down. It's already cooled down to 0.618. So is it going to come back down to this area of 0.618? That's a big question. So, but BTC is pretty bullish. Like I said, most of these alt, you know, if BTC get like to 6,000, if they can hold strong until BTC get to 6,000, it could like challenge back this area. But if not, it could like retest this area of you know, 0.786. But it is holding strong at 0.618. So you're just hoping like it's gonna hold strong if BTC like keep going up to 6,000. So, but if BTC start going like 6,000, you could see like a drop, at least for the short term, right? But you know, it's a pretty big drop, like to the next level. It's like almost 30% versus BTC. So it's pretty significant. So, but BTC is pretty strong. So you just don't know, like, you know, how strong these altcoins gonna be holding versus BTC. But at least on average, all of them gonna drop like, you know, 7 to 8%. You know, in my own opinion, they're gonna drop 7 to 8% versus BTC on average, if BTC remains bullish. Now, if BTC start moving sideways, they're all gonna be bullish, at least for the short term. All right, guys, I'm just gonna call it a day. You know, make sure to hit the like, subscribe. So you know, if you have any question before I leave, I'm about to you know, call it a day. If you have any question, final question, I can take it. You know, if you have any altcoin, I can take a look at very shortly. So all right, thank you, man. Talk to you guys later, right? All right, thanks a lot.